Stream? Are you guys, is it alive? Is Strem alive?
Now it's alive.
It is. It is.
Hello,
Now it's
Strem. Hello there.
Oh dear lord. What the
My-
fuck is this?
Might have blipped for a moment. There you go.
Never mind, it changed. Mom.
Are you
I'm
back
scared.
Are you back in the
Mom.
correct dimension?
We're back in
Mom, I was in a room. There were so many shadows and lights. I didn't know where to go, and then it went back to light.
It was the fight where we were at previously. It was probably because you didn't have dark vision anymore.
And now I'm back to white.
The shadow realm.
It's back to white.
What is TNT's like light? Like.
Oh yeah, I don't have dark vision.
I'll temporarily give you dark vision and see if that helps. Does this help at all? Are you free from the shadow realm?
No.
Ah, that's weird.
It could be an issue with D&D or like D&D Roll20.
Yeah. Linnea, Saren, you can see the map, right?
Yes.
You can see Haze.
And TNT, you can just see the tokens and the dots.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea. Uh-oh.
Oh, there.
What have you done?
Am I back? Am I back?
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
I disconnected my Wi-Fi because I have both Wi-Fi and Ethernet enabled for some reason. And I was like, oh, I'll just disconnect my Wi-Fi. And it's like, my whole computer froze, and I'm like, oh no.
We heard you still. You were still here with us.
Help me. It's okay.
We could continue to Theater of the Mind this unless there's something important to keep the map for.
Yeah, we won't need the map. The map's just for decoration, for chat to look at. And to observe the new Linnea art. I mean, look at that.
But I like pretty pictures.
Oh.
You know what I just realized? Linnea has upper boba, Saren has under boba.
Together.
You know what I noticed? Linnea's token
TNT.
is it? Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't have K's. No, I'm missing one in my collection.
Case is banished from your sight.
Ah!
Kaz is like right next to you too.
No, he's not. Not on my screen.
For moving about a bit.
Yeah, he's still not showing up.
Interesting. You could only see player characters and player/DM like dots and everything.
And annotations.
That's weird.
It's almost as if Chen is just non-existent in your perception.
I swear to God, I hate it.
No.
No.
I'm gonna cry.
Don't know if that's fixed anything. If I doubt it has. Okay, you'll have to exist in.
My circle barely pops up.
I think it's just because you haven't properly loaded in. I'll be honest.
It might be something like a loading issue for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a loading issue.
Try a Shift F5. Try a hard refresh.
Come on, baby. The problem is like it never stops loading. That's the problem.
Do you have any? You might have to, if you have got any other applications on your computer open, it might be a good idea to close them. In the meantime,
on a different browser.
Yeah, I would have to download Firefox though if I want to try another one.
Oh.
Oof.
Because Roll20 won't let me. Oh, that shit. That's a good idea. Hold on. Where's my tablet? I literally just had it.
Oh yeah, tablet's probably a good idea. Case comes back and he's got like he just comes back with a block of hardtack and stuff like, well, that's the best you're gonna get in this place, it looks like.
TNT is just currently running into a wall because he can't see. Give him a minute.
It's alright. Pat's TNT.
Saren is like protecting TNT's head from like banging against the door.
He just sets it on like the walks by Linnea, sits on the side table like by her. Sorry, I can't get you like I don't know, some kind of full breakfast or something. Anyways. Remember you want...
Eh,
yeah. I remember we were going to be trying to head into the city before the whole thing with the bones and whatnot.
mm. Yes,
It's all
but the
right. You
priority
did your
the
best. Oh, sorry.
priority should be the bones. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, what's up with them anyway?
Just say it's gonna be a pretty bad time if you leave them to rattle.
Sure, if you say so.
But yes, we appreciate your kindness, the housing, and the food. We need to get to work with trying to figure this out.
Sure. I'm along for the ride.
I'm trying to remember, what specifically do we need to do with this? Do we need to go to a place to try and get it like sorted?
You should probably find like some sort of new vessel to like store it in. Failing that, I don't know, find a way to destroy them. Otherwise, like good old lead-lined box would probably help.
Do we know where to get one? Or like make like any kind of like vessel or anything like that?
Well, you could. Sorry, are you asking that to?
Sorry, I'm referring to like, do we have the common knowledge to be able to know this in like that? Not specifically that we need to make something. Obviously, we do. But more specifics to like, how depth in magic we need this to be done. You know? I
Linnea,
don't know if
being
I'm
the
making sense.
one of you who actually made the damn thing in the first place, knows that you're going to need, you're going to need some sort of like suitable like container, and that container will have to be sealed in a fashion similar to how you found the jar in the first place. Though obviously, if you recall, the seal was practically falling off anyway, so meh. It might have gotten out by itself, even if you hadn't interfered with it. Like I said before, like you've temporarily bound it to these bones. It'll have to be like properly like exercised, or find something more powerful to seal it in.
Going to take us great magic for us to be able to seal this creature once again.
Looking for
I think
powerful
that
magic, then who knows? Maybe you might find something doing an excursion in the inner city.
And that would be our first stop. Because we need to do this as quickly as we possibly.
Sure. But, well, I can take you to the inner city, like, well, the inner city where people live. It's not like I can take you into the exclusion zone and whatnot. That you need
can
the
handle
permission
it.
from the Delvers first.
I'm sure we can figure a way out. Or a way in.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
A rip.
Pain? Then it's something... okay. We figure it out for next week.
I'll have to
Thumbs
figure
up.
out for next week. Okay, in that case, with your relatively meager breakfast, you begin to leave the Temple of the Blind Mother. Was there anything you guys wanted to identify or check in terms of equipment before you proceeded?
Can I check the robe of many items?
Of course, I believe the list of
Do I
items
even
on
have
the robe
that
of
in
many of useful items is in the chat. As for on your character sheet, I don't believe you have it on your character sheet.
No, I do not.
there are 2 ladders, a window, a 10-foot pole, dog, health potion, a gemstone, 30 feet of chain, a padlock and key, a harness, 1 meal, an oil-soaked log, 5 torches.
But
There's a
there's
lot.
no
I mean,
dog treats.
There's a dog.
Yeah, on the robe of useful items, there is a patch shaped like a dog. And as per the robe of useful items, if you want to acquire an item from it, you pull off the patch and deploy it, and it will conjure up the object that you represented by the patch that you just tore off. So if you wanted the health potion, you'd tear off the health potion patch, and a health potion should appear in your hands. If you want dog, you'd tear off the dog patch and deploy dog. Oh, almost dropped something. With the window patch in particular, you can actually just slap that onto like a building, and that building now has a window at that location.
Oh.
That is. It can be a very interesting mechanic. What if we put it against the wall and go into the inner city like that?
I mean,
It has limits.
fuck.
You haven't specified, so until it is specified.
I believe when identified, it should tell you. No greater than 3 inches thick. So it should be able to get you through
Well-
most civilian houses.
Damn.
Exceptions include like vaults, city walls, giant statues, solid stone. Anyways, you make way out into streets and they're as depressing as ever. The foot traffic, though, appears to be relatively light by comparison. If you wanted to get in line to enter the inner city, now would be the time.
Let's go.
Right.
Onwards.
Roll
This way.
buckaroo.
As you make your way to the gates of the inner city, there's quite a heavy guard presence. Not just like on the ground, but also up above on the walls. And they peer down at you and as you approach. You also notice that there is a what looks like some sort of humanoid figure created out of like clay. It stands at roughly 8 or 9 feet tall, though it's hunched over. It doesn't have very defined features. It's like you just grabbed a bunch of clay and made something vaguely resembling a humanoid shape. 2 round arms, 2 squarish legs, and a rectangular head that has like this large rod jammed through it. It seems to sort of stay like perfectly motionless the entire time, but you can see like from the way its posture changes slightly, it's almost like it's breathing, but not quite. Anyways, the guards halt your approach. Stop. What's your business in the inner city?
We're seeking
Shit.
knowledge. And then she'll show them her pendant.
They peer at it and they're like,
I'm sure
Is it-
this will suffice.
He seems to like nod and is like, and the rest of you accompanying her.
That's correct.
He gives a bit of a snide look at Kaze, who in return gives him like a cheeky grin back. Sure you want to be traveling with this one?
I would have it no other way.
That's her, like, what, 5th husband?
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
indeed.
I'm just saying, that could help him get into the inner city. I'm just saying.
He mutters something out to his breath and is sort of like, alright. Just got to check your inventory and we'll let you in.
Very well.
And he thumbs you over towards like a table.
Shall I get on the table?
Honey! Like, instantaneously,
We're not even there yet.
Sorry.
Linnea, have some manners!
I'm sorry. That didn't happen. No.
You cannot do that to every man that stands in front of you!
Linnea, please!
You have to have some grace, your highness!
That didn't happen. I'm sorry. No, she'll put her things on the table.
Listen,
I'm
we
sorry.
should have the ruling where it's only one retcon, and it includes Linnea's thirst. So if Linnea decides to push it up to one,
No,
Oh
I'm
my.
reconning this. This is my one recon.
Yes! Are you sure about that?
Are you
Yes.
sure about that?
I'm
right?
very
Even
sure.
being like Linnea, hello.
It should have been Saren.
It should have been, but the thing is that you went straight for it, bro.
Alright,
so
what's
sorry.
That you had no hesitation. You didn't have to think twice.
It
I
came
know,
from
right?
a place. It came from a place.
I could
Alright.
tell.
But I take it back.
Considering the fact that you just debuted as like innocent bunny, like
I
on your
know,
stream,
I know, and they
I
have
don't
no
know how
idea.
unhinged you are.
maximum
Oh my
first?
Oh God. But no, she'll put her things on the table.
Alright, cool. What's in your inventory?
Am I technically wearing the fine clothes?
You are wearing your clothes, as it turns out.
Okay.
No, you're not.
So I
you
have.
are?
Based on that previous action you did, no, you're not.
So to build on to that, I've got leather.
Uh-huh. Yep, keep
2
going.
potions of healing, a quarterstaff, a scimitar, a sprig of mistletoe, a yukulwa, a signet ring, and then bones.
What are these bones?
I like to make bone broth. It's very good for the palate.
It is very good.
Don't you wonder how all of us have such nice voices? How our skin stays so soft?
That may be the case, but why are they covered in all runes and stuff?
I like to add
You
a
gotta
little
let
bit
them
of magic.
marinate.
I like to add a bit of magic to help my vocal cords. I sing with my bard friend here.
Give me a deception roll, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Can I help?
What do you say to help?
Yes.
Can you
If I need it.
reiterate- Can you reiterate the last statement? I'll be honest.
Bro!
No. Because Ren was saying how your narrator voice has an effect on me, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to sleep.
Bruh.
Ren sent me a message. I'm sorry. I looked away for 2 seconds.
Okay, so, good news. I can see the rolls.
Yay!
Yay!
Bad news. You still can't see the map.
No, and I've lost the characters.
Oh,
It's just white.
Go zoom. Just zoom out if you're able to.
No, I am. Oh, I saw
Then-
somebody's clicking. Who clicked?
that was me. This is a ping. That's where everyone is.
Oh,
Follow my homing beacon.
near the red dot. Okay,
Ping,
okay.
ping, ping. Marinate in old magic. Oh, so the bone broth is what I heard, and then I heard
Yes.
afterwards roll a deception. I'm like, what are we deceiving? The bone soup?
She said that she uses it to soothe her vocal cords because she sings with her bard friend here.
Right, you are. Wait, right, you are, miss. Of course, we are a duo that has been traveling long and far to be able to perform for many people, including one such as yourselves, if you would wish.
I'm just gonna let the 17 stand. Anyway.
Pain! Leap. Cry babies just falls into the ground. No.
It's okay. You didn't make it. You did not make it worse.
How is that worse? Okay, I'm going to kick your ass now.
Do you want the disadvantage?
No.
No. Don't punish Linnea for me wanting to kick your ass.
No, I'm here to punish you.
Okay, not Linnea though.
No, Linnea's fine, but you have.
Me, it gets smited by God.
Yes. What was I? Oh yeah. He placed the bones back on the table and just sort of like, right. Everything's sorted here then. They look through Saren's belongings next. What do you have, Saren? Anything concerning TM?
I have a dagger for safety. I have food. I have manacles, which the moment they like look at it, I look at them and I wink.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll, more daggers, a book, another book, clay ? And the star medal. That says and the rapier if like that's
I
needed.
think you took the clay from the statues. You remember?
No, I
Yeah.
know, but it's
Oh,
clay ?
okay.
Question mark.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily clay, but it looks like clay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew that.
You're not sure what it is. And by we, I mean you.
Ayo.
Right, they just wave you through. They look through TNT's
Ooh.
belongings next.
So TNT, he brings out one greatsword, two hand axes, one slightly bent javelin, two normal javelins, a hammer, a drum, a hunting trap, animal trophy, an empty potion bottle, torches, tinder box, a cabinet door, the fancy potion bottle, and then the robe. He's wearing the robe of useful items.
Look over your things, and they don't seem to find anything objectionable in your inventory. So they wave you through. They would have looked through Kay's inventory if he had much of one.
I was scared they were gonna arrest me because I had like 50 weapons on me.
Nah, you three seem like the adventuring type, so it's only expected. They do warn you, however, to not brandish any weapons in the inner city.
That is perfectly fine.
You have our word. Thank you.
And with that, you are waved in. But in particular, you're pointed towards the center of the rehabilitated zone, where the Delvers' headquarters are, and that you should go there first.
Then we shall try and get on our way. Right?
Let's go.
Lego.
Let go. Hey yo.
Okay, give me a moment. I'll have to mark all the areas that count as the habited zone. Let's mark it in orange. Why not?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Cool. Yeah, that should be marked. Cool. Everything in that orange zone is counted as the rehabited zone. Everything that they've reclaimed from Monument. From what you've gathered, from what Kaze has told you, that's the place where, well, people are capable of currently living in. Everything else is some sort of, like, one way or another, uninhabitable. Or dangerous, or what have you. And it's been a long-standing fight of the Delvers to sort of piece everything back together. Though the contrast from the inside and the outside is stark. The streets are clean, the houses are well constructed, some are in the midst of being repaired from other reclamation like activities and what have you. But if you didn't know any better, it would look like they were just building a new ward or something, and everything was just under construction TM. People are, like, well dressed, well groomed. Like, there appear to be, like, functioning, like, street lights, which you haven't, like, seen before, run on some sort of strange magic. You also see that there are a lot more of these small constructs running around. They're like the one you saw at the gate, this sort of giant clay thing, but these ones are a lot smaller, no taller than 4 feet. Again, that sort of, like, rounded, all the fully, like, rounded, vaguely, like, humanoid shape. Nothing in the way of, like, features or anything. And with, like, a large rod jammed through their head. Though the direction the rod is jammed in the head seems to change, and it appears to be kind of random. Much like the rest of Monument, large statues dot the landscape, and plazas as well. And when you look up at, like, the walls as you pass through, all the towers and parapets seem to be this sort of intermingling of the old statues as well as hastily constructed walls to mark out the exclusion zone. The main walls seem to be, well, very much intact and way too thick for anyone to feasibly dig through. And behind them, further earthen banks, on which more statues are situated. As you clip-clop through the cobbled streets, you walk towards the... you walk down the main street towards what you've been told is the Delvers' headquarters. As you reach Zenith Plaza, you see this very impressive building. 4 stories, like, at the front, and 5, like, near the back, although it may just be raised with the change in elevation as it begins to climb towards the enormous statue of a knight clad in full plate. You can see that up nearby its shoulders, like, some trees are growing out of, like, the old structure. It's strange to think that not maybe 50 or so years ago this was a bustling city, and now it's being, well, it's like it's being reclaimed and rediscovered all over again. Still, you see all sorts of people coming in and out. In fact, why don't you all give me perception checks?
I am on the way.
I am trying to remember where this is.
You said perception?
Perception.
Natural
Where
20.
Let's
Where
go.
are you? I got an 11.
And
Oh, you were
nine.
so-
Oh shit, I
close.
forgot to change.
That's okay. Use the left one anyway.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, Saren, you notice that there are, of the people who look like the Delvers, you can tell that there appear to be 4 main groups. One group is relatively, like, smartly dressed, and generally have some sort of red article of clothing on. Another look a bit more like rugged survivalist types, like individuals. They have, like, long jackets and sort of like a bit of, like, a mean expression to them, sort of wearing blue. There's like something in between the two, more practically dressed, wearing, like, darker colors, blacks and purples, but Then there's also like another much scragglier group that seems to hang like by like the alleyways and like we think might be like back streets and stuff. They have like dark like hoods and seem to wear like mostly like greens and what have you. It's a strange place indeed. And then you're not sure what the customs of each of them are. You wonder who you could do business with and who you couldn't. In any case. As you enter the building, it is a clamour with all sorts of like activity. Members from all four of those groups that you saw before, as well as strangers who don't seem to fit into any, are clamouring at. Well, it's got that sort of the energy of like an auction house, but it doesn't appear that they're currently fighting over like antiques so much as fighting over the rights to investigate certain areas of land. And there'll be like call outs from like the back, and you'll hear voracious boasts saying, "Ah, yes, we're strong enough to go." Not like these like layabouts and other such insults tend to get like thrown around, and eventually order gets called for and what have you. Very, very lively. You approach something resembling a reception desk, and behind it is a very disgruntled individual who appears to be asking after someone. Chris, if you would describe your character, please.
So you let me pull it up real quick. I thought I had it open, but I guess I closed it on accident. As you walk up and see him, you see. Okay, why is it not? It's a shorter man, just hiding amongst the crowd. He's grizzled and scarred, constantly looking around as he talks to those around him. His hair is graying, those streaks of brown mixed in, pulled back into a ponytail and braided. Overgrown mustache and beard to match. They're unruly and not taken care of. His eyes are gray and sunken, with pupils that are enlarged, darting back and forth. Wearing a green shirt, rugged brown pants, his clothes are complemented by his armor. You notice a hue of the metal of his armor, and it doesn't look like iron. It has a very specific color to it. He's got his backpack with his bedroll attached to it, and on his hip he has a what is it? He has a hand axe that doesn't look like one that you would find in a shop. It has a wild-looking handle, as if like a lightning bolt had struck the handle.
Mm-hmm.
On his face, he has you notice his scars are some are burns and some are claw marks. And sorry, I was trying to figure out how to better say this because the description is not good for the setting. But you do notice that he is very short and stout in build, and that he is a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Dwarf. But yes, the receptionist looks like you've been going sort of like back and forth with this guy for a little while. And he's like, "Listen, I'm sorry, I can't just let you into the inner city to look for him. Can't you just like wait for him to like come back or whatnot? Does it have to be now?"
Oh, was it directed towards me?
Yes. You of course have been looking for someone who's been poking around in the dwarf holds which you've come from. You didn't quite catch the name of all of them. One of them you one of them you did catch a name as they shouted as they were leaving. Particularly in something Aston.
I must find him. He's got something that's very dear and near to me. It cannot wait. I must get back as soon as I can.
Well, I mean, yes, that I appreciate that. You know, when it comes to Delver activity, like people gather all sorts of things from all over. But he's on an excursion right now, so I can't let you into the exclusion zone for the, like, you know, unless you're part of a guild.
But is there really no way to make an exception? I need to get in there.
Not unless you're part of a guild or your own, like, or your own private, like, group. I can't just let you waltz through. Listen, sir, you're holding up the line, and he gestures to the four behind you.
It's alright. I'll wait till he comes back.
Saren will interrupt, kind of like hovering almost over the dwarf man and say, "Excuse me, but I don't believe you seem to understand. We are actually parts of this group. He's with us."
It's true.
TNT leans over to Linnea. He is? Oh.
The receptionist gives you, like, a look like you're part of a guild. Which guild are you part of?
And then Linnea will look at the receptionist and hold up her pendant and go, "My guild."
Oh my god, Linnea, please, I love you.
Give me your choice of persuasion or intimidation.
Intimidation.
Holy shit.
Oh.
You go inky.
Hey, yo.
Did I win?
Are you winning? Are you winning, son?
Am I winning?
Intimidation 13. They pause for they strain, trying to, like, as if they're actively trying to recall what your symbol might mean. Clearly they don't, like, recognize it, and they're like, "Ah, yes. Sorry, Mom, but well, even if you are part of, like, a private guild, right now only the big four are currently being let in since the incident.
Are we not a part of the big four?
With all due respect, Mom, no."
It seems there's no respect if you don't know who we are.
Who are we?
Both of us go.
The cataracts are confusing me.
Saren will put a hand on top of TNT's head before speaking from behind Linnea and the dwarf. The positioning is very weird. You see, we do have important business to attend to, and I appreciate it if you would not hold us back.
Well, I understand, but I mean, well, if you're part of your own guild, maybe you could get a lease contract from one of the, one of the big four. Maybe the Mist Ravens are looking for someone. I know the Rhyme Foxes are looking to get someone in, but I can't authorize, like, for you to just go.
And what is your purpose here if you can't do anything?
I'm here to process requests for everyone, but there are rules, okay?
She'll slam her hand down. She'll go, "This isn't a request."
With that, you see, as the reception, there's this sort of, like, sweating bullets, like, why can't it ever be a normal day? Now, dear, no need to get fiery.
Sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry.
She
And
goes,
then we didn't hear anything. It just went quiet, and you immediately go, "I'm sorry."
I screamed. What was that voice? Who is he? Bring him out!
Hold
Who
on,
is
I
he?
I need to grab the token. You
Linnea, calm
see,
down. You can't
let's
thirst
see here.
immediately.
Number 2.
you see a very
Number
tall,
2.
a very tall individual with like a flaming, like literal flaming head.
I can't see him. Can you put him in the chat?
I
Yeah,
will put it. We
one
haven't
moment,
seen
one
him yet. We
moment,
haven't seen him
one
yet.
moment.
Okay.
I'll post his full
Sorry.
body in. I'll post his full
I'm
body
sorry, it's
in
the cataracts.
the chat. There's the full body in
Am
the
I gonna
chat.
bark? Am I gonna bark?
I'll.
I need
Look
a
at those
clip of every.
grippers.
I really need a clip of every single time like Faye just
Linnea
barks.
barks.
After.
He's got
Why
the
are you
flames.
talking
He's got
about
the
his
grippers.
feet?
The cataracts are gone! I can see the flame man got rid of my cataracts!
Oh my god.
Why is
It's getting hot in here, or is it just him?
It's just him. He clearly he cured my cataracts.
He's
He's a miracle worker over here.
Jesus, is that you?
Jesus.
Man, where's the?
I'm so
I
sorry.
need to upload him so the chat can see this
He-
individual.
No,
Yes,
I'm just like I just imagined him saying that, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere TNT just goes, oh, "This man cured my cataracts."
Oh, he's huge.
Oh my
Why is
God.
he huge?
Oh no. Oh.
I'm getting a
I
package.
thought my
shot
cataracts
right
were
now.
back. Okay, we're good.
Is this FedEx? Hello? I'm sorry.
One second.
I should stop.
Uh,
I'll stop. Stop.
so let me adjust. Let me adjust to the. Oh god, I can't adjust it. It's very really awkward to try shrink down this image. As it turns out, I have conducted
You
what
are
some might.
so beautiful to me.
I may have constructed what some might call a boo boo, a
Boo-boo the fool.
a gaff, a
Me.
goof, a blunder. There we go. There you go. Can
Got
you?
punked.
Let's see. There you go. There you go. Chat. There's this. You can have this individual.
You know, I don't think it's showing up for chat.
It is now. It should be anyway.
Oh, I
No,
see.
I see it.
is. What did I come back to? Faye will bite you. What you came back to is Faye barking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
And
Look at this
man.
man.
on screen cured my cataracts.
There's
It's
a man
true.
on screen.
I am on my knees, crying. My skin cleared, my crops watered. Oh my god, he's got the arm chaps. I don't know what they're called.
The arm chaps?
I
Like-
don't know. They're like
They're just called sleeve garters.
that. He has those.
I was about to say those are not chaps.
I don't know. Okay.
Indeed. No need to get so fired up. Is everything quite all right over here?
Wait, can I say one more thing? Can I say one more thing?
Okay.
Hmm?
Linnea
have
is
it.
just imagining him in assless chaps.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I love you.
I haven't seen the five of you around before. Tell me, you don't happen to be are you one of these private guilds I've been hearing about? Plenty more of them been cropping up recently, even though the incident's been, well, suppressing private guilds so far.
That's correct.
Ah, where
Indeed
are my
are.
manners? I am Chorus, head of the Sulphur Hounds. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is ours.
I'd
No,
extend a hand to shake, but I'm afraid my body temperature is a bit too hot for the average person.
It's okay, sir. You cured my cataracts. That's enough for me.
I am in love.
Pray tell, are you looking to enter the exclusion zone? It looks like you weren't very happy with our receptionist here denying you entrance. If you don't mind me overhearing your conversation.
You see, good sir, we've traveled for quite a long while to be able to enter and make do with business. Unfortunately, this receptionist does not seem to take kindly to the fact that we have urgent business to attend to.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, so how it is, it's, private guilds being suppressed and all that. Yes, of course. Well, you look rather capable yourselves. Why don't you take a subcontract from the Sulphur Hounds? That way you can get in, and, well, the Sulphur Hounds could always use, a few extra hands.
And what, pray
Really?
tell, this contract may hold?
Well, it depends where it is you're looking to go, exactly. He just lets that, sort of, like, settle for a while.
What was the specific place we needed to go?
Let's see. It really depends. You were told to go here first because, the guards assumed you were looking to sign up with, a guild, and unless you're part of a guild, you're not allowed to stick around in the inner city. You guys wanted specifically access to the local libraries and whatnot to have access to stuff like that. Alternatively, you might want to look in the exclusion zone itself to try find, like, equipment that might help you permanently bind the spirit you have temporarily bound in the bones. And there was whatever it was, your new dwarf friend here was looking for, some individual.
Been looking for a guy that took some stuff.
It's at that you
Did
hear
take
a...
a button?
No, Corvus. Don't tell me you're trying to poach even more newcomers from us. And the voice comes
Another?
from below and behind. A short individual, clad in those sort of like in those robes from like those you saw in the streets with a large sack on its back. He clutches a pickaxe that he seems to use as a walking stick. A very clean and well-groomed rat tail slinks from underneath his cloak. Let me play a game called Will This Just Upload in 1,000,000 in 4K HD graphics? Oh, yes,
We
it will.
also
The
dropped
answer
their.
is yes.
Also, so question: is it silver hounds or sulfur hounds?
Sulphur Hounds.
You
Sulfur.
cut out
Sulfur hounds.
sulfur.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was silver
and
hounds. I would be
this is
very
the new
concerned
individual.
with the silver chain gang coming in here.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
It's
ha.
a
Look
little
at-
kudo.
I want to just scoop him up and put him in my shell, and he could ride around on my back.
He is
We don't
he's
even need-
small. He's standing up straight. He would be 3 feet tall, but with his poor posture, he's sitting around maybe like 2.5 at best. Even shorter than your dwarven friend over there. I'll post for you chat.
Post for chat. Post for chat.
Please. It's gonna post in like ginormous, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Ah!
Faye barks at anything remotely hot. Exactly.
True.
She barks
Why
in the
that dude's
mirror.
on
She barks
fire.
in.
Duh.
It is true. Faye will bark at
We're all
nearly.
just sitting around the campfire, and Faye just starts barking at the freaking campfire because it's too hot.
Pray tell, you haven't signed anything yet, have you?
No, we have not.
Ah, good. Then the floor is open for negotiations, then, isn't it? Maybe you should take your rats and crawl back into whatever sewer it is you came from. But that's big facts from you, little Bernie man, that you can't even hold the contracts without some combusting on your hands.
Fight.
A pleasure to make your acquaintances. I represent the Pack, one of the 4 major guilds of the Delvers here in Monument.
Pleasure to meet you.
As he says
I'd
that, you
say-
hear like a flap of wings from up above. with your massive perception, Linnea, you see. Well, you thought it was like just a woman, but then you notice instead of arms, she has a pair of raven black wings. She seems amused as she looks down at all of you.
Okay, my people.
But yes, willkommen to Monument. You'll find very soon that loose guilds, or perhaps even strangers who have happened to say they are guilds, no? Get snapped up quite quickly by any of the other major groups. I am Rat, by the way. Chat can't see them now! Why is this not uploading? Yeah, he's like, my name is Rat. A pleasure to make your acquaintances. Perhaps you would consider joining up with the pack instead of Chorus's sulfur puppies. That is sulfur hounds to you, rats. That would be a rat. Thank you very much. As a lot of you are beginning to get argued over by the two seemingly competing factions. Well, how do you wish to act, friends?
Wait, what's the Rats Guild's name?
The pack.
The Pack. Okay.
To be honest, Hofgod is completely terrified because one, he doesn't go out much, and two, there's a bunch of people arguing, and these strangers have scooped him up into their group.
Man's just been adopted.
He's just
The man with
he's,
two sons to
It
speak.
was forced adoption. He didn't even get a choice.
he's just standing there like, what just happened? What is going on? Why is this
Oh,
happening to
don't
me?
worry. TNT does not know what's going on either. TNT's just staring at them like, huh? All he knows is Corvus cured him of his cataracts.
Chorus.
Okay.
Now. I appreciate the wonderful, wonderful offers that you make for us. The only real thing that matters if you wish to scoop us up, as you say, is whether or not you guys are able to provide us with entrance. Yes?
Well, you can certainly gain entrance with us, the most prestigious of all of the guilds, the Sulphur Hounds. How about we come this way and we can discuss a future contract, no? I don't quite think so. If you're looking for anyone in particular, then you'll find no better than the pack. You can find anyone and anything in all of the exclusion zone. Yes, if you prefer to be crawling around in back alleys and sewers looking for whatever filth your group tend to find. I beg your pardon. I'll have you know, our hygiene ratings are some of the highest in all of the guilds. And to call us nothing but filthy sewer crawlers. The rat man looks like he's about to bed the pick he has carrying into Chorus's knees. But stills himself before he gets to any kind of violence.
Well, it is quite interesting that you mentioned that, because we do have business in the exclusion zone. That would be wise of us to partake, no? Unless you may have a different offer.
Well, all guilds delve into the exclusion zone, you see. All seek to try and, acquire contracts from the head of delvers and go in for all sorts of ancient secrets and glory, and Oh, would you just shut it, Chorus, you absolute fucking fireball candle-looking ass? As another individual approaches your group.
Oh my God.
Miss Bronzebottom? Like,
A woman who appears to be a sea
oh,
elf.
I love her.
Oh, hi.
Let me make larger. There we go. Let me zoom out for
Put it in the
chat.
chat for. Put it in the chat.
We are legit surrounded.
Avcud's like in a corner right now, just shaking back and forth in the position. Just why won't you all go away and let me in?
A fireball candle looking ass.
She seems to like use this fishing spear like almost like more like a cane than like a walking stick compared to rats. If he had his way, he'd have. Let me get the voice back. If he had his way, he'd have you guys pouncing around old dusty libraries for what, half a page or something. Waste of time, if you ask me. If you want real treasure or real valuables, or perhaps if you're looking for someone in particular out there in the wastes, come to us. Come to the Rhyme Foxes. Oh, great. You're here. Have you finally found a moment of time to get away from your band of buccaneers of a more fanciful name? Oh, you take that back, pencil pusher rubberneck. For the fact there's no fighting zone in this place, but I'm a spear up your jacksy. And if you would mind not having to listen to both of these two arguing, then we can always go somewhere more quieter. My office, perhaps. And you can shut it! They both say at the same time to rats.
Oh no, the poor baby.
Poor rat man.
From above,
Just
you
do
hear
your own
more.
guild. Oh God, sorry.
From above, you hear more
Continue.
chuckling. And the
Crow lady.
the dark feathered one descends and like lands directly on the receptionist's desk as he's just about to say why you can't just enter the guild when all of a sudden crunch. And then you hear rats.
I love them. Oh my God! Hold up. This is my bark. Please let me marry you. Oh my God.
You'd say,
I'm
"What?"
sorry. The instant reaction of I love them is so strong.
There
Fine,
you
you
go.
can have them, but I'll have Flamio Hotman.
I mean,
In
he's an
case.
asshole. You can fight. You can have him all you want. I'm not touching him. I have feathers.
But I want Feather Lady. Ah! Let's just have
You
them
want them
all.
both. You want them all.
You can't
Gotta
have
catch
them both.
Yes, I can. I already have 7 now. What's one more?
Linnea, save some for the rest of us, please.
1 moment, let me just adjust things and I can zoom in for the chat. So the chat can get their eyeful.
In before everyone in the party chooses a different guild. I mean.
From rats, you just hear, "Oh, great, the ghost chicken is here."
I love this rat, actually. I really do.
The woman who appears to be a harpy, a rare individual to be sure, just sort of like casts a gaze towards like rats before politely explaining to all of you, a gentle smile on her face. Unfortunately, due to the accident recently, private guilds are not permitted to enter the exclusion zones, especially untested ones such as yourselves, which is why you're going to need the approval of one of the major 4 guilds. I represent the Mist Ravens. A pleasure to meet the lot of you.
The pleasure's ours.
course
Is
it
there an
is, Saren.
instantaneous... Listen. There's
What a joyous
appreciation.
occasion it is today, and what a mess you've stirred up already. all four of the leaders of the major guilds are here to just, well, try to bring you under wing.
We're honored for the opportunity to be able to be under your wing.
Just because I
Needless
hooked
to say-
Case. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you get 4 of them now. You have 4 to choose from.
Saren will choose. Saren will take note of this.
Saren will remember this action.
Exactly. Thank you.
A pleasure to make
we
your
appreciate-
acquaintance. I am Nixia.
Chen, can we have these names like written down? Because like I'm not gonna remember all these names.
I'm like writing them down, but I'm 99% sure I'm mishearing all of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You're welcome, babies.
Dude, I love her design though. I am so in love with her design. I weep. You knew I was going to as well, right?
I know, right? I was like,
Alright, this is why.
goth
This is why you
chicken.
wouldn't. That's why you would goth chicken.
Oh.
This is why you wouldn't let Ren show me the art pieces. I want to. Oh, also, these were all done by the lovely and wonderful Ren, aka Carolyn Vega, who's in our chat right now.
Indeed.
Please,
Amazing.
please. Their commissions are open.
Yes. Give
Commission
them all of your money. Give them all of your money now.
Please.
If you
give them
want
all of
hot
your
people
money.
like Chorus and Nixia.
No, they
Commission
are.
Ren.
I like that we completely just sidestepped the
No, their commissions are open. You will pay
no
them
commission, shut
all
up.
of the money.
Please,
Pay
please
them
give them. Please just give
everything.
them money. Please, they only know Monopoly money. I just spent talking,
Please.
I spent talking
Please,
with
for
them
hot
about.
people. For hot people in this campaign, please give them money.
This
I
is
literally
what they
spent
can do.
time doing
This is what they do in with their brainworms. They draw individuals like this. This is what you get.
Oh,
This is
Okay,
a,
you're right,
a
I am
showcase.
Please give them donations, please. They were we were talking about how they did not want to or they did not want to sleep in a bed. Please, I could only afford so much cuddle time.
Subscribe now, and I can ensure that some of the proceeds from this stream go directly to their pocket. Because dear God,
Or PayPal. I don't know, one of us, and then we can PayPal them.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
So where are we? All right.
All right, the game.
But yes, my guild specialize in, well, looking for particular things. Certainly better than the Rhyme Foxes over there, who only seem to be good at sniffing out fights with the Sulphur Hounds. Oh, you look even allowed in this place. I'd barbecue over a fire if I could. Over a fire, you say? Oh, shut it, you. Yes, quite a lively bunch we are, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Lively. In any case, well, I'm sure we can all agree to let them decide, but amongst themselves, and then they'll choose the pack. Oh, please, as if they would choose the dark, dank, stuffy environments you'd lead them into, rats. Again, Miss Ghost Chicken, unless you have any better ideas than just to hide amongst the roofs and rafters where everything is, what, already been looted, taken, destroyed, or otherwise treacherous? And those two seem to, like, have a glare off at each other. The real question is, who amongst them would even benefit all of you?
I don't know. We gotta fetch Chris out of the corner real quick.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I'm just
At this rate, he's pushing on a pole door and he's trying to get out, but not being successful.
Let me out! Let me out!
just losing it, just like I don't want to do this. I don't want to
I don't
be.
care about what he stole from me. I want to get out.
I just want to go to the exclusion zone.
Let me shrink these guys down just so I've got them smaller. I'm sure I'll print them into tokens later, TM.
Let me in. Let me in.
Regardless, you're going to have to join one of us in order to get into the exclusion zone. But like I said, we can give you all the time to deliberate you want, and then I'm sure you'll come to the right decision. Indeed.
Hofka's just gonna look at the rest of them and be like, "So what you think, group?" Just like super awkward. Like does not look like he's actually a part of the group. Just like he's sitting there, he's just like, "So what do you think, pals?" Just all shakily and everything.
Linnea will look down at him and smile and give him like a pat on the shoulder, and then turn to Sarah and go, "What do you think a best course of action should be?"
The best course of action is to see what they offer in exchange for us going to the destination. Regardless, if they all can take us to the same destination, then it's just a matter of what are they asking for? Or what could
TNT.
they offer further?
TNT case, what do you think?
Personally, I was hoping we could get in by ourselves. Didn't hear about no incident or anything. He sighs and sort of looks amongst them. I don't know.
He
Personally, I
leans
don't...
over to Linnea. How is his head on fire? You think it hurts? Like, is he okay?
I think he's fine.
Okay.
Put it up
I think
between
he's
me.
just hot.
I'd go between the Harpy or the Ratman. They seem more like kind of, well, my people.
I had to reel in what I was gonna say.
TNT looks at them. I don't know, they don't look like you.
He gives you a slow blink and then just sort of pats you on the shoulder. Not quite what I meant there, big guy.
I don't know if you heard that, Oro, but you made me snort.
Oh, I did not hear that.
You did.
Tell not to say anything, so I just talk to myself for the next 2 hours.
What? No. Who said
No.
that?
Well, like we're secretly talking in the Discord chat and Chin doesn't know because Chin doesn't get notifications on streamer mode.
I know, right?
I know, right?
As if I don't
It's funny
alt
how we all
tab
know that.
periodically.
What? No, you don't.
Me currently alt tab staring at the chat. Scramble, scramble.
No. Scramble. Back to the campaign.
If there's anything you wanted to ask any, wait, yeah, actually, so case of progress. Well, if there's anything you wanted to ask any of them to get a better idea, I'd ask them, yeah.
Hofka, is the receptionist still there, by the way?
Yeah, he's like trying to piece together his like the how he's arranged his desk from underneath the talons of the harpy.
Hofka's gonna turn to the receptionist and be like, I need to know which groups of these adventure type have gone out to any ruins recently.
I can answer that question. We all go out to the various ruins. If you're talking about ruins outside of Monument, well, I recall a couple of small private guilds have gone out, but they're of no consequence. We tend to focus most of our endeavours in Monument itself. There's a veritable treasure trove of ancient artifacts from before the Mad Arcana, still trapped in amongst the place. And of course, we secure the areas in order to make them livable again.
Well, I appreciate your help. And then he turns back to the rest of the group.
you, buddy. How are you
Just-
feeling? What are
Just
you
turns
need?
super slowly, like, hey guys, this
Hello,
is
friend we've always had.
I don't even
such
think he
great
introduced
adventure.
himself to us, but yeah, we know this
look-
man. His name is George, and he's from the ocean. Yeah, he came from, like, you know, the area near the ocean. Yeah, that's where George is from.
He's TNT's pocket friend.
Yes,
Are
he
you
lives
sure?
in my bag.
You look rather nervous, sir, said Dwarf. Are you sure everything is alright? You look nervous.
I'm just looking for something real important. I'm ready to get back with me groupie.
TNT leans down to Rats. He's like, "Oh, don't worry about him. It's his social anxiety."
Well, what is... If you don't mind me asking, what, or perhaps even who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a group of people. They went to a dwarf hold nearby and took some things from there that I'd really like back.
Do you have a name, perhaps? Artifacts are difficult to smuggle in and out of Monument.
I didn't quite catch any of their names. I caught the last part of one of them. I tell them the name because I forgot. I forgot.
Aston.
Oh no.
Something Aston.
Ashton. Actually, his name rings a bell. And they all sort of think for a moment, and... Well, they all seem to have some sort of recognition, but they don't say anything yet, thinking... Each of them rightfully thinking that they could use that as a bargaining chip to try and sway, like, the lot of you.
Listen, if you can remember anything, it'd be of great help. I really need to get back.
Well, I'll give you this one for free. A person by the name of Ashton has definitely passed through here. I can tell you that they are definitely in the exclusion zone right now.
You wouldn't happen to know whereabouts, would you?
I'm sure we could find him. After all, we have quite a network that leads all around the place. Sewer network, he means. The, blue one that pipes up. Oh, come now, Ryler, it's not like it's any better than you walking out in the open, dangerous streets now, is it? Well, that's where the best fucking fights are. Besides, if you get rid of the monsters, if you're going to have everyone living back in this place anyway, unlike you who seem to be too scared to do any of that shite. Of course, looks like he's about to roar a retort, but decides to straighten himself out and return to his more refined look before applying. Yes, well, at least we actually reclaim places and make sure that everything's nice and tidy, like the mess your foxes leave behind. Now, ladies, you can play fetch later. I'm sure one of you can find your ego sooner.
Look, new group. It seems like my best shot is to go with the Ratman. I don't know about you all. I don't know your needs. But I really need to get this item back and get out of here.
We understand. It will help however we can.
Are you sure about that? Perhaps there are other resources that you would need? After all, we, the Silverhounds, have the most influence here in the inner city. If you seek knowledge, or perhaps other things, with us and our partners, you might be able to find such a thing. And if it's not just random old books from the before times you're looking for equipment, best gear, best maintained, or if you're looking for some training martially, it's us you'd be looking for. Right, yes. And if you wanted to actually gain most of the benefits from whatever it is you happen to find, then it would be the Mist Ravens you'd want to join. Unlike the rest of these three, who take the larger commission of all things that come in and out. It's only fair that you pay as you toll when you come in and out of our roads. Well, that may be true. Our influences aren't cheap, and so we take a reasonable cut to reflect that. Ryla doesn't seem to. Ryla doesn't even like attempt to justify it and just sort of like leaves it as a, you know, business got to do what a business got to do.
Debating between Nyx and rats.
I mean, Hufka's gonna be pretty set because the Ratman has got the most lucrative offer of, you know, the like probably the better network of travel, and plus Hufka doesn't like, well, he's used to being underground and in dirty areas, so it doesn't bother him.
What does Case have to say to this?
Like Kaiser said, he would prefer like Nyx or rats since they seem more like his like kind of people, the kind of people he can like interact with better. But with that, he will say like the fire guy in particular. Like if you're looking for knowledge, like because he remembers that you Linnea were like looking for some answers. You said when you first entered, and his connections have some of the best.
I mean, it seems like every one of them have their, well, I don't know so much about the foxes, but it seems like all of them have pretty much their own, like, they have something that we could use. The sulfur
That's the
hounds
point.
have something, but I mean, it kind of leaves it up to you guys. I know what I'm set on. And I guess I'm gonna be along for the ride because he's still
I don't think
confused
you
on what's
got a
going on.
choice. You were forcefully adopted. You don't got a choice.
I've been great friends with this great turtle that I have
I've
known all
totally
of like.
known for more than 2 hours. Linnea, what do you think?
I think either between the Nyx and the harpy. The rat and the
Nyx
harpy.
is the harpy.
I'm sorry! Between the harpy and the rat.
Linnea's just like, there's too many hot guys. I can't keep track of them. So we're between those two. But I know, like what Chin said, we're looking, I don't know.
I know, the true enemy of everything. A decision.
I know. And you're talking to, well, I'm just assuming, you're talking to 4 people who are very indecisive.
Tell you what, I'll leave you guys to mull it over while I go get a drink. Go get a drink. And if you want to get some snacks and stuff, go refill your snacks and whatnot. Now would be a good time. We're halfway through.
Alright, time for me to take a 10-minute nap. Just clunks head down.
I mean, what does the Ravens have to offer that the Ratman doesn't?
I think it's just more of a difference between how they get the information, I guess.
Yeah.
Not sure about each of their connections.
I wonder whether, like, I kind of worry more so whether or not the rat might swindle us is the biggest thing.
Even know if TNT would be able to fit in the sewers if we do have to go down there.
Also true.
Yeah, that's true.
But realistically, we'll be fine. But I also find that more specifically, Nyx has like at the very least, Linnea and Saren would be able to relate more with Nyx in comparison. I would at least say that may be the case, which for me, I feel like that gives at least a little bit of an opportunity where she won't essentially, I don't know, like murder us. Or like steal our shit, which that's a possibility with both of them if they both have like deeper connections into the I already forgot what the place is called. My brain is turning off.
Exclusion zone?
Exclusion, yes. Yes. So there's that, you know. Not sure.
Indeed, they all have things to offer, and, well, if your concern is that TNT won't be able to fit in the sewers, why don't you just ask? They're all right here.
Ask all of them what they're offering us, or would
can
they
ask
not
them anything.
disclose that in front of each of Okay.
And they'll do their best to, like, answer.
Because I don't know, maybe like somebody would start out offering something, somebody would be like, no, I offer you something better.
Well, they might. They seem to be competing for you for some reason.
What exactly do you guys have to offer to us during this point? I think the best case scenario would be I think the best the best way for us to make a decision is to know exactly what you offer.
Like I mentioned before, you have the most intricate and most well mapped of the networks into the exclusion zone, especially around the outer areas. Depending what it is you're looking for, well, we may be able to provide you information with other such things. Also provide you many ways to get in and out of the exclusion zone, so you'll be able to be, well, as safe as possible when travelling. Especially if you need to make a quick getaway. As for us, we have the most detailed maps of the above ground. If you're looking for any of the rare artifacts up by the various towers or statues or even the castle, you can certainly find you a decent insertion point. We can put you almost anywhere in the exclusion zone if we really wanted to. As for my lot, provide you with plenty of unique supplies of our own. Bit of training to help you survive in there longer. Better than these three can manage. And she gestures vaguely to all of them, who sort of stare daggers back at her. But she maintains a cocky attitude. You're going to need to know how and how to survive in those streets if you're even going to survive a few minutes in the exclusion zone. Yeah, stealth and whatnot is all well and good, but you're going to get discovered sooner or later. When that happens, you're going to want what I have. Yes, well, if you want to actually use your heads for once. We have all sorts of influence in the inner city as well, not just out there in the outer world. We have detailed information on certain things that were once here, valuable artifacts that you might be looking to procure. We also have our own access to the library, as well as the Delver Master's very ear if you have any particular quests you want to go looking for. Not to mention, we have some of the most secure locations to search, especially around the current rehabilitized zone.
Hofkard hearing all of this, and all his years of kind of isolation are gonna kind of play into this. He starts getting frustrated, and none of them are giving him cause he keeps demanding for this Ashton fellow, or he just wants the information on the Ashton fellow, and he just gets real short with them, and he's like, if any of you can give me the information on this Ashton fellow, I'll be under your wing. And it just drops it with that.
They all simultaneously go, well, it's something to the words of, well, we can. And then they all, there's like this awkward pause. But it's strange. It's like they don't quite want to say much more about him right this moment. They all know something.
I was about to say, the way Chris was going with that sentence, I thought he was about to say that Hofgard just like sits down and pouts.
He wants to, but at the same time, he's
He
kind of getting
wants to.
frustrated because he's just like, I'm just here to find this one dude and then get out of here and never come back again. He wants to leave immediately, but is forced to deal with the antics of 4 different groups trying to control who goes in and out of the exclusion zone.
If it helps you make your decision, Mr. Dwarf, my rhyme foxes know where he went.
What about the rest of you? You have any idea where he went?
We know of your little dealings with this Ashton fellow. Well, we don't know exactly where he went, but we could certainly find him. Right, and you're going to do that from your little tunnels and whatnot? No. You're going to need aerial reconnaissance. Well, we have the most intricate records of all the dealings and going-ons inside. If this Ashton is certainly out there, then, well, maybe your best bet is to look for the other 3. But if he's returned, well, we might be able to pull some strings to keep him here before he goes for you.
You know, I wasn't too sure about the Fox group, but you're really selling it to me with knowing where he's at. I just want to pay him a visit, just a quick one.
You just want to talk.
Just wanna talk.
Regardless, I suppose it really ought to be time for us to return to our particular posts. No need to burden them so much with our, well, overly burdensome presence, yeah? There's some grumbling coming from the others. How about you find the ones you wish to ally with at a later time? We still have to manage our own guilds, rather than just squabbling like petty children. I suppose the rat can be correct sometimes. And, Korosek, well, in that case, I beg my leave for the time being. I'm sure you'll come to the correct decision. Brian gives all of you a curt nod. Heads back towards the Rhyme Foxes. Right, glares daggers at Nuxia one last time before slipping down a corridor to your left. And to give you a warm smile for taking off back up to the rafters.
And TNT just kind of looks up at the rafters. How could all the guild fit up there?
Well, group, I figure we better find a great spot to discuss our important group matters, don't you think?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
If you don't mind me asking, who exactly are you?
Yeah.
Well, since y'all came up behind me and kind of sprung this on me, my name's Hovgod. I don't really go out into civilization often. I try to avoid it as much as I can.
I don't think we would have noticed unless you said that.
Like a mole. You're tiny and you stay underground.
Didn't want to say anything because they were all there and all that. You said you were looking for this Ashton guy, right?
Yeah, I stay in the ruins of a dwarfold, and I've been trying to keep all of the artifacts from the dwarfold, but this Ashton fellow, his group, they came and took some stuff from me, and they're kind of. It all feels like family heirlooms. There's not many dwarves left as far as I know, if any, and I just really want it back.
Well-
It's real important to me.
Wouldn't happen to be this Karis Ashton guy, is it?
I don't rightly know. I only caught the last of his name.
Case ponders for a moment and gives you a description of a man. Yellow, yellowish features, slight upturned nose, sort of like brownish hair. A description that's probably Seren and Linnea would rightly identify as that of a Gith. Whether or not it's a Gith Yankee or a Gith Sarai, it's unclear. But certainly one of the Gith. A race that have no love for extraplanar threats, in particular mind flayers. They tend to be reclusive people, but the odd one every now and again tends to join like greater society, and certainly, it seems plausible that one might be some sort of dungeon delving individual. That description does match that of the person you saw in those ruins, Hofkud.
That's. I mean, the way you're describing him, it sounds like the fella. I only got a glimpse of the group, but I tried to remember as much as I could of him.
Yeah. The guy came in alone, by himself, a little while ago. He's been here for what, a couple days, I think?
Is he some kind of big shot?
Don't think he's some kind of big shot, but the way he was dressed, I thought he might have, he might be some kind of inner city boy, you know?
I don't know anything about this inner city, outer city. I barely even go. But I think I know what you mean. He dresses all fancy like, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was just some big shot delver or something, so, well. Anyways, you say he took something from your old home, huh?
Yeah, he took some stuff. Like I said, it it's all it all feels like family memorabilia and whatnot. I'd really like it back. It'd mean a lot to me.
He just, like, nods and looks over towards, like, you know, Linnea, Sarah, and Tinty. Well, don't see why we couldn't help him, right?
He's already a
He
part of
looks
the group.
kinda TNT looks kinda sad.
Are you okay, TNT?
Oh, yeah. I want to help him.
And we will, but we need to make a decision. So, what's the plan?
Well, like Hofgard said, the foxes seem to know where the guy actually is. But it looks like the ravens of the pack aren't a bad call if we wanted to find him ourselves. And sidestep the foxes if for whatever reason they seem to, not sit right with us. What do you think, Linnea?
Sorry. I think we should do what's best for Halfcut.
You sure? We still gotta find something
Linnea.
to seal those bones in, don't we?
Linnea, as much as we want to help, of course that is going to be a consideration. But we do have pressing matters that we need to decide on.
Can we not find it along the way?
Along the way, it should be our priority. And you know this. You know how dangerous it is.
I know. But look at him.
I understand your kind heart, but you know for a fact that the longer we wait, the more the city's going to be in danger.
Danger? The receptionist looks over.
No. Oh no. We just don't want to be in danger when we go into the city or the exclusion zone. We want to make sure we all stay safe.
You have to
right.
understand, even they are kind of scary, the guild masters.
Yes, they have a bit of a force of personality, I don't know, but, well, they're not the guild masters for no reason.
That's true, but surrounding us like that and bombarding us with contracts and the like, you do have to admit that is, predatory.
Unsettling.
Predatory,
Well-
unsettling, something like that.
Well, you're all delvers yourself, so you know how it works, right?
We do. It still does not make it, I suppose, right, especially when there are many who may not understand that kind of case. Imagine we weren't such delvers.
I guess it can be a bit intimidating. I remember when I first joined up for the guild. You would not believe how intimidating it is to have Nixia's talons pointing at you.
Saren gives a polite smile, as if absolutely listening and understanding and caring about what they're saying, when that's clearly not the case. As someone quite similar, Saren clicks their nails together.
Mm-hmm.
I understand, but
Mm-hmm.
it is a decision for us to make, and a decision we shall continue with. Saren dramatically turns back towards the group, as if
Wow.
it's a closed curtain conversation.
The reception's like, wow, that's so
Phase
cool.
Conversation over.
You guys can move, and walk somewhere else to try and make a more private decision if you want.
I mean, we've already established the danger, so hopefully we don't need to emphasize further. But that depends. Have had? Maybe? Perhaps? Sorry.
What did you say, sorry?
I was trying to say Chris's name, but very poorly because my memory and Saren's memory is the size of peanut.
Hufcard.
So it's
Hufcard.
Hafcud.
Mhm.
Hafcud. But also Saren will still canonically say it wrong the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Bird brain, you know how it is. We appreciate and understand the concerns that you may feel, especially in regards to finding what belongs to you. That is absolutely fair. We will try to do our best as we have accepted you as one of our own. However, we are also not here just for minor affairs. We also have our own tasks that are vital. So, I apologize for being so rude, but we may need to prioritize this task over yours.
Yeah, we've got an angry man trapped in bones.
You've got a fucking what?
You've got a fucking what?
Apparently, Linnea makes a killer bone broth out of it.
We. Oh yeah, Case doesn't know, does he?
He knows you did something. He doesn't know what it is.
Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's
Nope.
gonna
How will they
They're
know?
gonna know.
How will they know?
Will they know?
Drop a hell of a bombshell like that.
I don't know, man. Bones seem kind of sus, Huckbird. Huffcard.
So you've got an angry man in bones. What's so important about getting the angry man in bones taken care of?
Well,
We don't want him out of the angry bones. That is the reason.
When I say angry, he really angry. Like these like pot monsters were like spewing alcohol and like hitting us and throwing us across the brewery.
The binding on the bones that I made can only hold him for so long. I have to get something stronger. There's no telling what he'd do if he got out.
Probably the same thing. Doesn't seem like he knows too much.
That's valid. It's imperative that we do this. Havgod, I promise if you come with us, we'll help you.
I just want to get
know.
I just want to get my stuff back and get out of here. I don't
We'll
want.
get-
It's asking a lot of a complete stranger, but if you're helping me in return, I guess it's the least I can do to tag along.
And hey, you know, we'll find your dude like along the way too. It's not like we're just completely abandoning it.
Of course, we're happy to help you.
We just gotta calm down, angry man.
All right, then let's decide which one of these leaders we're going with then.
Next time on Secrets of Illum.
They may
Please
finally.
give us a week for us to figure it out. I kid you not. We're so
Can you
indecisive. We're
imagine?
we're not going to make the decision now, bro. I swear it.
Can you imagine?
I can. Beg, plead. I plead.
Ooh.
No, I genuinely don't know what the decision is. Because, I mean, I
Yeah.
have personal fit, like, okay, out of character conversation right now, right? I have a personal favorite, obviously, because I
Mhm.
genuinely do think that Nyx has, like, a very nice design.
Mhm.
And I'm very interested in... No, I'm not saying this as, like, a thirst. I'm just genuinely, like, I really want to learn more about
Mhm.
her as a character.
Yeah,
But the
genuine. You know,
A real
After you
nice
said
design.
Listen,
More
I'm
Candle
not
Dark.
like Linnea, though. I'm not like Linnea
What
about to
do you
stand... I'm about to
mean?
sit on the table and be like, you want me on there? You want to
Listen,
you want to investigate me,
listen.
officer?
It came from a place. I didn't
It
have time
came
to
from a
stop
place? Huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh.
I didn't have time to stop it. Okay, it's
Yeah.
fine. I
Honey,
took
if
it
this
back.
didn't if I would believe you if it wasn't something that happens every single
Is there-
session.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Is there a reason?
I'm sure the
why
mods know what I mean.
people
No, they don't.
are conveniently in your bag?
Hmm?
Mhm.
The manacles?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Conveniently.
because I'm a kinky motherfucker, but I'm not gonna outwardly say it. Like, look at Saren. You think he's not going to do something? Plus, no matter what, it's always wise to have one in front of officers. It gives that kind of authority. Listen, I am
Saren
learning from
just-
the best. I'm learning from my
You're
my
learning
Sparky
from
Bob.
Linnea.
my brother in a different D&D campaign, Kylan. I'm learning, okay? But anyways, genuinely speaking, the two that we've been talking about almost non-stop for the leader of the pack and the leader of the Mist Ravens, I actually do think that that's our best choice in regard to learning information and gaining probably more than we need, or like probably more than we can like get legally for the for the ceiling.
If you want
know?
legal, then don't you want to go with the Sulphur Hounds?
No, what I'm saying is we're gonna get more than what we would have if we were doing this the legal way. As in, we're gonna go with illegal stuff.
It's not shady. What are you talking about?
Clearly. But the thing is that, okay, we have... I think that going the shady route, right, is better for us because we need to guarantee that this is going to be, like, a one-and-done deal. Because of how
Yeah,
detrimental it was to fight him last time.
Also,
He's
we
not-
don't need anybody. We don't need a pompous asshole snitching on us.
Mm.
Are you saying Chorus would
So-
snitch on you? That man literally offered to keep a man in the city using his influences for you if you happen to leave.
I don't trust him. Chorus, I don't trust at all. So, there's that.
Are you
Ryla's
saying you
not
don't
out of
trust
the
me?
Yeah, I don't. Perhaps it's because you can burn my feathers, but I don't
Shocking,
necessarily think...
because the
that's
saying
the case.
totally isn't liar, liar, pants on fire for no reason.
Well, as you can see, despite my flammable appearance, my trousers are not on fire.
Yeah, that's probably because they're coated in like those fire blankets, aren't they? Your legs are just smoke.
It's all smoke all the way down.
Saren
his
plus
feet-
Chorus equals at KFC! See, that's the reason why I don't trust him. I can't trust
Oh,
anyone. They can turn me into
no.
cooked chicken.
So you want to go with goth chicken instead?
Yeah,
He
two
does-
birds make... two birds is a great way to go about it.
Two
Birds of a
birds
feather.
Both of our aesthetics.
I know. I need fan art of these two. I'm not kidding. Ren, I open my wallet to you, even though, I mean, I kind of need to save money, and you know why, Ren. Anyways, I want...
Opening wallet right now. It's opening.
Opening wallet, it's empty. Close wallet, cry.
It's the open
quarter.
wallet empty meme, and then just...
I'll be completely honest. Ryla got significantly overshadowed by everyone else. And that I feel bad because I like the idea of a sea elf, but I have no interest in her as a character. That's why I'm not even bothering to have them included in my head for a choice.
Even though they have the most
Oh.
information on Aston.
It's
I
like
mean-
also if they have the most information on Ashton, it's like, that'll get us to our goal directly.
Yeah, getting to your goal directly is
And
How
then
to
if
edit.
yeah, it's just kind of, especially when we have an angry man trapped in bones,
yeah.
and it's
Mhm.
like weakening by the second. It's like you kind of can't. We have a little bit of a priority.
I mean, who's to say we can't do 2 contracts, to be fair? But, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
In character, my thoughts are go to the Fox group because go with Ryla because she's
Mhm.
got information on where Ashton is. Out of character, I would either say Nixia or Rats. So that's my hat and that's my hat.
The
What
other
I am-
2?
What I'm thinking is, canonically, TNT likes rats because he's a 3-foot tall rat.
I am
TNT can
indeed
just-
very adorable. Unlike the
Yeah.
others, I wouldn't mind being turned into a marketable plushie.
But yeah, so canonically TNT likes rats because he's a small rat, but he's also scared because he mentioned like the sewers, and TNT is not sure he can fit in said sewers. he also feels a little bit more comfortable with Nixia just because Nixia is like Saren, so he's like, oh, Saren's been nice.
By association, all birds must be nice.
Yes. He doesn't have a higher IQ than that. But like out of character, it's I don't. It's again, it's like between rats and Nixia. I guess it's just between which goods they can provide because we need something to seal this guy. Where would be the better place to get that? Underground or above ground?
I don't know. But I kid you not, we could
Well-
literally flip a coin.
Pharaoh, what was your?
Feyre.
I don't know which one I want.
But I mean, at least say
Oh,
like
no.
what your thoughts are, so we can kind of have an understanding.
Okay, but it's gonna make me sound mean.
No, go ahead. Just
So,
say it.
Okay, hear me out.
I want this
So-
one because they look nice, and I don't want this one because they don't look nice.
No. I really like Nyx because she has our same aesthetic and she's really pretty. And I want to know more about her. Like I love her. I also appreciate Rat Boy because he's precious.
I mean, look at me. I'm so
Just-
adorable.
Shut up. Oh, I thought you were being chorus. I'm sorry. You are adorable.
No, that would be
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
said it
sorry.
to my
I'm sorry.
Linnaeus just yelling at the voices in her head. We're all just like,
I cannot believe I have been yelled at. I am so sad.
I didn't mean it.
Thankfully, this happened out of character, so I can ignore it, yeah?
Yeah.
yes.
So we're going to go with this my group, yeah?
Either Nixia or Rats.
That's what we already were like debating over at this point.
So-
Like, we're
Told
you
just
I can't
debating over
choose!
which one.
Bare minimum, I guess we can now file it down to just the Mist Ravens or the Pack.
I thought we were already deciding that for the last 30 minutes between those two at this point.
Well, the Rhyme Foxes are also in there, but by majority, it is just the Pack or the Ravens. So, you can coin flip it, you can go out of your way to learn more about each of them, like, go visit them, like, without all the bravado of all the others around, that kind of thing. Or maybe do some outside research. You could, like, talk to some of the townsfolk to learn more information about them. Talk to some of the other private guilds to learn more about either of them, see what it's like working with them, like from other people and stuff like that.
It's like we're getting a job.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
Job.
my god, job interview tips. I don't think you should be taking job interview tips from TNT.
I don't
Alternatively, while you're in the city, you can try, like, you know, look in the library to see how much information you can get before you get kicked out.
I could sneak in there and steal things.
Oh no.
Don't steal stuff from the local library.
They're already struggling as is.
I know, right? Like, fucking less than 20% of the city's been, like, recaptured from all their efforts.
Also, Chen, question for potential future things.
Of course,
Can
friend.
we overthrow the guilds?
With extreme
like-
effort.
I like where
Here-
Ober's
here's a-
thinking is going.
Here's a better question. Can we be a part of the guilds permanently?
Potentially.
Others.
Saren
Oh
is
my
just like, I could finally be with Nixia forever.
Listen. I'm
I'm
not saying that.
not saying that's a bad thing.
What? We'll see. We will see how it goes.
I mean, I guess, since we're between Nixia and rats, I guess the only point that would probably make or break is if TNT can even fit in the sewers.
Didn't they answer that? Or did they
No.
not answer that?
They did not.
No, I don't think-
I didn't get the chance to ask him.
Then let's not go through the sewers because I don't think we
You
have the
can go
option.
and ask.
That's what I was saying. We're gonna go and ask.
Let's ask before making a decision then.
All right.
Never mind.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying let's just do it right now because there's nothing we.
All right.
Let's just reiterate.
So,
And
have you
them.
come to a decision then?
The TNT timidly goes up to the rats and he's like, Mr. Rats, I have a question. So you say you work mostly with like underground tunnel systems, right?
Indeed, we've cleared out most of the tunnels, particularly around the walls and around the exclusion zone. Don't-
TNT just goes, do you think I'm too big?
Don't get me wrong, there are some tunnels that even you wouldn't be able to squeeze down, but then again, neither would the rest of your friends. But for the majority, for the main rat phase, all of you should be able to fit, though you might need to crouch a little bit in certain places.
Wow, thanks, Chen. Alright, so I guess we're just doing a coin flip. Is everybody okay with the
Weird.
coin flip?
Let's go.
How about Chris be the one to do the coin flip?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just roll a d2.
Yeah, you get the
Yeah.
new player power.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes. Your
Welcome
first
to
roll.
Oh,
the
it didn't work.
club.
Hold
Welcome
on.
Slash
Squidward.
R,
Welcome,
slash
Okay,
Squidward.
R.
wait. Let's make the decision now before it actually rolls through. What
Yeah.
is 1 and what is 2?
That's a good point,
Do we-
yeah. So yeah, you want that without the...
okay, I gotcha.
But before you roll it though, one is rat, 2 is bird.
Okay,
One
That's
is
what I was
one
thinking.
is rat. One is rat. Two is bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
let's go.
Rat.
Looks like we're going in the sewers.
I'm kind of sad.
Okay. I know.
Well, if that makes you sad, then pick the bird then.
Then pick the bird. Why did we?
Give me.
This was a coin flip to determine the person we are not going with.
Oh my god.
Oh,
do
see,
that
that
as
makes
three?
more sense.
Oh my god, you are unbelievable. Is the final
There you go. Best
is
set
the
of
final
three.
choice the missed ravens? Oh no, you missed out of 3 of the rats. Kill them out.
The missed
Yeah.
ravens. Let's go.
Missed. Okay, missed ravens it is.
Okay, just right.
Ah.
Literally, it was like, we're going to coin flip and then choose missed raven.
And then it did roll.
Every roll you
Miss
do is like.
Ravens it is. It's an even number.
Good job, Chris. Yay.
It's
What are you
opposite day.
doing?
We're having fun. We're
As
having
you,
fun with seeing whether it worked. Wow, that's actually even for you.
As you appear to have come to a decision. You are. Well, you're not
No.
approached by anyone so much as a slip of like paper, like just falls down from like the ceiling, like right and lands right in front of your feet.
Is anyone picking up the paper? Hovcon grabs a paper.
You grab the paper.
That's the contract.
In surprisingly neat handwriting, it says, "Meet me upstairs."
Are we supposed to fly up there?
Where do they mean upstairs? Where are we supposed to go?
TNT just looks up.
Saren will look at the paper, or like grab the paper, look at it, and then fly up. Like,
Saren, aren't you forgetting something?
Hmm?
It's me.
I know. I was really hard debating on what to say right now.
It's me. Hi.
TNT holds his hands up and starts jumping, trying to reach it, but he can't.
Oh, sweet baby.
Let me bring her down, because it would be harder to bring all of us up.
Or you just see her fly through like a mezzanine door on like the second floor.
Oh. How we get up there?
You know, that's a really good question.
Stairs.
Saren, yeah, there's stairs, but Saren will fly, zoop up
You whoop up.
and through. There are stairs though.
Are you
TNT
taking Linnea with you,
Is
or
that
No.
No, apparently I'm not important because I hugged Kay's first.
No, it's not that.
No,
it's also
no.
the table. It's also the.
fine. It's
Linnea,
I'll give you
after the
this one.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
the Amga, the Am geek?
It's fine.
Do you want a piggyback ride, Linnea? That's the best I can offer.
I suppose that we'll have to do for now.
It's either that or I could give Havgod a piggyback ride and then I'll carry you like bridal style up the stairs.
Oh my god, carry me bridal style. I feel like Halfcod has to have like
A piggyback ride.
yes, it's like
It's all she's ever
initiation.
gonna be.
I love that Kaze is just not involved in this and is gonna be walking behind you guys while you guys are like all tanking on TNT.
Wait, no, I have an even better thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to draw it out to fully explain it. But okay,
Okay.
so this right here is TNT, right?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Off God is like getting a piggyback ride. He's right here. He's having fun. And then TNT is like this.
Oh my
You
god.
have Hayes on one arm, and then you have Linnea on the other.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
My king.
And that's how we go up the stairs.
King of my heart. Yeah, that seems pretty valid to me.
The stairs are wide enough.
Ah!
And
If only someone had flown me up there. Oh,
I thought you
woe
would have
is me.
wanted more.
Damn,
thought you would have
looks like
wanted
we
more
can't go
time with
the
Hayes.
Mist Ravens. Oh no.
Meanwhile,
Looking
since you got
for
there
you.
first, Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
you are in a
Wait. Jen, I'm sorry. I figured it out. You were assuming I'd go through the doorway. Like
Wait,
this,
what?
right? Right?
Is
that what you were assuming?
what
Why
are you
am I
doing?
scared?
Why do I have
Okay,
concern?
but hear me out. What if I go up the stairs like a crab walk?
Sideways?
I mean, you could. I won't stop you.
All right, baby, we're going to the second floor.
Yeah.
can I do a stealth roll to see if I can hide from everyone in the meeting?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so the party crab walks.
Oh my
the
god, natural 20 for that.
way.
That's so in character now.
Yeah. Okay, hold that thought. So, up the stairs.
Hold on, the party's got a crab walk upstairs first.
That's okay. No, you guys are gonna be there in a moment. Don't worry. You see a meticulously organized like office, though it appears to be crowded with all sorts of like objects from all over. Coming in from the sort of like mezzanine, You see, like Nixia. She's like sat up like on the desk as she watches you like fly up. As she like leans her like wings like on the desk, she like sort of cocks her head to the side slightly, sort of like bemused that you'd fly up to her balcony rather than take the stairs with the rest.
What can I say? I have my charms.
Of course.
It's rare to find others that are like us.
Perhaps. But while you and I might have visual similarities, I don't think we're exactly kin now, are we?
No, but that doesn't mean to me, I suppose. But greetings. My name is Saren.
A pleasure to meet you, Saren.
Is that a doodle of D&D lifting everyone I see? No, almost everyone, but yes.
And
Saren
yes,
left me. In case
Yes.
you
And yes,
wondered.
we are crab walking up the stairs.
Yes. I hate it here already. Bro, I feel that. I'm sorry, Chen, for interrupting you. I saw Ren, and of course I was like, oh, my wife.
Of course. Well then, I presume you've made a decision?
Yes. I think we'll go with your offer. Although, of course, for all intents and purposes, we do need to see and understand the contract that we are going to be signing into.
Of course. He continues to
Don't
give
mind
like a bemused like grin. Or a bemused smile, rather.
Am I able to tell anything from the way she carries herself, or whether or not she may hold any kind of deceitful intent?
You can give an insight roll.
16.
Even with a 16, she's really hard to read. She keeps her intentions very close to her chest. That being said, with what you can tell, you can see she's a little chuffed that you've chosen like her group over the others. Perhaps there's some curiosity. Time will have to tell on that.
Pray tell, how often is, I suppose, this kind of madness that's just happened?
More often than you'd think, but... well, it's not exactly a daily occurrence when new private groups come in. If anything, it's more of a miracle that we all happen to be in the guild house at the same time.
Miracle or coincidental?
I suppose time will have to tell.
Quite right.
Just then the door busses down and there's TNT just standing in the doorway with everybody.
Yeah, sure. Conveniently, like,
Conveniently, at the most inconvenient of times.
she leans back, turning her head, and gives you, like, a nod as you, like, enter. Well, since we're all here, how about you all take a seat?
TNT sits everybody down. He doesn't sit down, he feels like he's gonna break the seat.
So is it just the four of you, then? The dwarf had cold feet?
Saren looks back as if like, wait, what happened to the dwarf?
Yes. You don't immediately see him.
I'm just hiding in the corner behind TNT, like in the corner of the office by where the door's at.
Yeah, but I can't see that. So so Saren just slightly raises an eyebrow, but maintains himself. It'll just be us then.
Very well.
I'm gonna whisper to TNT saying, "Tell them I'm here."
Okay. Hofgard says they're here. So he's gonna be with us. He didn't get cold feet.
I see.
Do I have the perception that he's nearby?
You get the perception he's nearby, considering you might have just about caught his voice whispering to TNT.
Also, considering TNT literally busts down the door and was giving a piggyback ride to Hofgard.
Now, I've kind of like slipped down like the moment like you busted down the doors because you didn't want to get fucking clotheslined by the door frame.
What do you mean?
Absolutely terrified. It's like, yep, that was an event that happened. I'm not a part of it.
And now, for some reason, I'm being given a piggyback ride by a 6-foot turtle that's crab walking up the stairs.
Oh boy. Very well then. Well, I suppose we better discuss the particulars. I'm looking to subcontract you to, well, go out there into the exclusion zone and find us some artifacts. I understand you're looking for this Mr. Ashton? Whomever it is.
We are. However, we do have a different priority that was not mentioned before. But we do need to go to... I forgot the place, what it's called. Short memory, please. Stop.
Exclusion zone.
Exclusion zone. Thank you, lovely. Mama. We need to go. We need to go to the exclusion zone. We are looking for something that may be able to help seal a being.
Something to seal a being. That's quite interesting. She thinks for a moment. Well... I can think of a couple of places that might have knowledge or artifacts that could help you. Tell you what. You do a contract for us in the meantime. And we'll pour as much of ours as we can to looking out for this individual that you're looking for. Consider it a favour for a favour. Though I suppose we're doing you another one for pointing in the right direction to find a way to contain whatever this thing it is you're looking for is.
Unfortunately, it would probably be a favor for us all to make sure that this thing doesn't get out. So, but we will happily consider the extra favor, as something to be a token of gratitude. Is what I'd say.
Anyways. In terms of what you find out there, whatever you bring back, the guild takes 20% commission of whatever you find.
Hovcode finally slinks out of the shadows and shows himself and looks at Nixia in the eyes and says, "I'll give you the gold value of whatever I find. I ain't giving you anything of what I find."
She ponders for a moment. Well, I suppose you're looking for trinkets in particular, aren't you? Well, that'll be acceptable in your case. But for the rest of you...
TNT leans over to Linnea. What is 20%?
Don't know. Because I'm bad at math. So who's to say?
Saren will raise a hand to the both of them, and then point one finger down. That is what we keep. 4, not 5. 20%.
You catch on quick.
I try to. But I accept your terms.
Very well. And with a quick swish of a quick kick of her legs, she like hops off of her desk. And with a talon, she withdraws a set of contracts from her desk and slides them out across the table for each of you to sign.
Saren will properly look over the contract.
Give you the
See if there's
investigation roll,
anything-
please.
Thank you. 16. What does a 16 give?
Yeah, it's a fairly wordy contract. But it does stipulate the terms like expressed before. Details on how your external workers, you're not technically affiliated with the Delvers, but you'll be while working your term underneath the Mist Ravens, you're officially considered part of the Mist Ravens for that duration. There are other clauses like associated with like what happens to you if like bad stuff that there is like if you happen to have a next of kin, whatever you happen to like have it like left, or if they happen to find anything left of you outside, they'll hand to your next of kin. Assuming you list one. Elsewise, they let you know that everything that doesn't get handed over becomes property of the guild, etc., etc.
Nothing of genuine concern.
Nothing that's like you sign your soul over. Nothing ultra scummy. Most of it's like normal legal crap. If it becomes a problem, if an action becomes a problem to do, I'll let you know.
You've got a stern look on your eyes there, winged one. Anything look suspicious to you in the contract? He's
No,
talking to.
Yeah, not as. Wow, I can't think. Not quite. I just have a keen eye for ensuring safety, I suppose. But Saren will sign it as if like that's enough of an answer.
Well, if you're signing it, I'm signing it too. And Hobcoat's gonna like sloppily try to remember how to sign his name because it's been so long since he's had to write much down. So it's very squiggly and like doesn't look like 100% like a readable signature.
Of course, of course.
It's TNT just writes TNT all over the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Linnaeus is like a flowy, intricate cursive. She's a noble, so she has to know how to do that stuff.
Linnea and Saren are the only ones who can actually sign documents. Don't leave it to the toddler or the half-guard.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to sign it for you, TNT?
Oh, I mean, I think I put my name on there, and you just see like 50 TNT on the paper.
That'll do. Kay signs his. Alright, wonderful. Well, make use of the facilities in the inner city. While you're working for us, you'll have access to everything here, for as long as you're working with us. We'll come to you with more details on where we're going to send you later this afternoon. We still need to make a few bids on particular areas. But if you're looking for something to seal away whatever it is you're sealing away, we might send you to the Temple District.
Appreciated.
And of course, in
Well-
the meantime, you'll have a word that will look into this, Mr. Aston Fellow or Ashton or whatnot.
That would be greatly appreciated.
That being said, the name does seem a little bit familiar. If you have the time walking around, if you're not equipping yourselves, look into Espire.
Espar.
Into Aspire.
Indeed. I knew the name rang a bit of a bell. I dealt with someone like that. This group, Espire, well, they're not affiliated with the Delvers, but they're considered important enough to be allowed a permanent residence here in the inner city. They're looking into stuff like golem craft and what have you.
Well, Nixia, it's gonna be great to work with you. I really hope you're able to come through with the information on what I need.
Believe me, the pleasure is mine.
We will get back into contact with you if we are to find anything.
Of course.
Seems until then, we might take our leave.
Of course. Oh, and if going to be going into the Temple District anyway, I would recommend stocking up on a few things. Yes. Stock up on sand and salt. Strange, I know, but you'll find such tools are invaluable there.
Can we even afford to get anything? I guess so.
You guys can't be
Yes.
that broke.
We're not yet.
Oh, right, wait, we did get gold from the chest last week.
Yeah.
Okay. I just have not written it in my inventory. Oops. 5 platinum.
Yes, you take leave from Nixia's office. She gives like a little flick of her wing as a wave.
TNT is the last one to leave. And since he busts down the door, he picks up the door and puts it back on the hinges and closes it.
Specifically in
Sorry.
TNT's contract, there's a stipulation for the payment of the door.
Do you think he'd be able to read that?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Saren will follow suit with the same, goodbye. Before they leave.
Very well. So, the intrepid heroes, having gotten some direction where they need to go in the inner city, they have preparations to make for their first excursion into the strange place that is the Temple District. What could be so bad in the streets of Monument that the Delvers Guild's only relegating it to the most powerful of the guilds? We shall have to find that out next time on Tales from the Seekers of Illum.
Where? Chris, what did you
It will
think? Your first
happen
D&D
time.
champagne. Sorry,
Champagne,
yo,
man, we are celebrating.
with us.
It's I'm really excited.
I'm so glad.
It's gonna be so
Notice.
much fun.
Wonderful.
Just this session was really funny and a lot of fun.
Yeah,
good.
literally Linnea and Saren butting heads because who's the most horny and who's the most
I'm
petty is
sorry.
continuously. No, I can't. I was not. I wasn't even thinking about that situation. Or no, I really wasn't. I was thinking, oh, well, first of all, obviously Saren wants to be having alone time, but the other thing is specifically, he thought that you would have wanted to be alone with Kaze without Saren over your shoulder.
Perhaps, but still. You could have offered, but it's fine.
Satan is always with you,
Sarah?
darling, but there are many, many ways and many reasons why you should never go out alone with him.
Farah is just like, bitch, I
Yeah.
got a new Fugi PNG and you do this to me?
I look hot.
I can't wait for someone to put, like, I can't wait for someone to just take your Fugi PNG and just put it on a table and then quote
Stop! No, Aqua, I know you're here. Do not.
Do it.
Do
I
it.
already have someone we
Aqua
can
would be
rate
the
out
one.
to.
Do it.
Let's go.
We rating.
Who
We
is
rate
also
raiders.
playing a tabletop RPG right now.
Oh. Who?
Raiders. Rating.
Let's go.
Rating.
Yeah, go.
They go.
Let's go. Who are they?
What is the raid message tonight?
Table.
Please help. I don't want to be here. I shouldn't have left.
Linnea on a table.
Linnea on a table.
It's me. Hi.
We rating the person you've
Oh
got.
shit.
Linnea really
The
just be
person
out
I
here.
sent.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the person I sent in chat. That's it.
We rated
table.
TV.
Linnea over here just being like, oh, how the turntables.
Just, would you like me on the table?
The guard's like, ma'am, I would please ask you not to do that.
It
Damn,
came
this
out
is
of
a
nowhere.
Wendy's.
I
Like,
know, it
I
happened
didn't-
so
Wendy's.
quickly.
I didn't even like have time to process that I'd said it before it came out, and I was like, oh my god.
Ma'am,
But-
this is a Wendy's.
You're welcome.
These guards are like, you know, they're doing their best right now.
And I'm about to give them better. I don't know. I need to
Hmm.
stop. I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
Nodders.
I
Anyway, Let-
Hold
let-
on. I gotta get the right message.
charge your messages.
I didn't realize it was Prime. I didn't realize it was Prime.
Charge Seekers of Table.
Oh.
Seekers of
Table.
Table.
Let's go.
Seekers of table.
All right,
Not
join us
everyone
next week
knows.
for more Seekers of Illum, everybody. Until then, bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.